Well, hello YouTubers, hello Facebook people, hello Twitter people, and hello LinkedIn people. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you. Well, it's Thursday, and you know that means time for messages from the spirit world. But before we get into that, I have a dear friend I want to introduce you to. This is my friend Eamon. She's been here helping me out today. Yeah, and I'm so glad you're here, Eamon.
I'm so glad to be here.
Well, you know, guys, listen, I wanted you to meet Eamon because she's going to be with us on Saturday.
Yes, I am.
And this Saturday, it's a special day. It's going to be my annual 2013 predictions.
And I'm so excited to be there, and I cannot wait to hear all your predictions for 2013.
Well, Eamon, I'm just glad you're here. Guys, listen, you got to be here. Saturday, December 29th, Eamon's going to be with me, and we're going to talk about what's coming in 2013. So you don't want to miss that. So keep it here. We're going to get into the letters here in just a minute. And Eamon, thanks for being here.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here.
All right.
So excited.
All right. Well, guys, we'll see you on Saturday.
Yep, we better see you.
Tune in then for 2013. Blessings to you guys. Well, hello, YouTubers. It is so good to be back with all of you. Well, I tell you, I am so excited about Saturday with our annual predictions, and you don't want to miss it. I'm so excited about Eamon being here. You guys are going to love her. We had the best time. We've been having a busy day here. She's helped me with answering mail and, you know, scheduling things, so she's wonderful. I love her. Anyways, we're going to go into our hat and see what the Spirit has for us. But before we do that, give me just a moment and let me attune to the Spirit world. Okay, my Spirit Guide Fletcher series says hello. All right, going in our hat here. First letter tonight is from Candy Robinson, and she writes and she wants to know if she's going to get a new house in 2013, and what about the lawsuit? Yeah, you know, I actually see both of those coming in the early summer months. Looks like around June, July here, that's when you're going to start to see success. Middle to June into June shows opening energy here around a housing transition for you, and I do feel like that's when it's the opportunity for a move and for a purchase of a home will present itself. I also do feel like around that time that there's going to be closure around a legal issue, and I do feel like you can look for the summer to show the conclusion around the lawsuit, so not to worry, it's all on track. Thanks for writing. All right, going in our hat here, our next letter is Kat Francis Galea Ford. She says, can you tell me more about my spirit guide? Yeah, well, you know, you have a guide around you. His name is Walter. And it's interesting, Walter shows me clothing here, suit like 1930s style, and he's like making moves. He was a dancer during that life, and he said you also have a connection with him. It's like a dance partner during the 1930s. But yeah, he's a very striking blondish hair, very sharp eyes, blue eyes, very sharp jawline, you know, very kind of aquiline nose, very nice appearance. But he's working with you. And it's interesting because Fletcher's over here and he says, tell her that her guy Walter wants her to keep dancing. So, you know, you might want to do some research on getting back into dancing. They show me you did do like ballroom dancing in that lifetime, okay? Thanks for writing. All right, going in our hat, our next letter is Beck X. And she says, Beck says that she was under a psychic attack. Wants to know who it was, what it was, how to stop it. Yeah. Well, you know, Beck, when we have a psychic attack, now psychic attacks don't occur every day, but it's a lot of times happens when a lower entity is around, like an earthbound soul, or, you know, just a troubled spirit. So what we want to do is, one of the things you want to do is, by meditating every day, you want to raise the power around you and surround yourself with light. The divine white light of the Holy Spirit will protect you. It shields you so people can't feed off your life force. I would also encourage you to carry with you amethyst. You know, this is a very good stone. It helps raise the vibration. And also quartz crystal would be very good for you. And if you're having this regularly, I'd like you to put salt in your house. Put it by your bed, because salt really slows down that negative vibration. In fact, you can even carry in your pocket or in your purse some little salt packets. You know, you get it like some of the stores. Carry that with you, and that'll help lower any negativity that's coming your direction. But also pray and ask for St. Michael the Archangel to guide you. All right. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter here is Lexi R. Sava. She wants to know who her guardian angel is and who her spirit guides are. Well, you do have around you Archangel Gabriel. I picked his presence up. It looks like he's helping you do something with communications. I keep seeing a lot of writing here, and I feel like there could be an education issue coming for you. So as we go into the new year, you may be taking some courses here. I get a lot of communications energy around you. You also ask about spirit guides. I also get another person around you. I'm going to call his name is Harold. I want to place him in the early 1800s. And he's dressed, interestingly, in like coachman attire. And I feel like he was somebody who worked in the old coach industry, you know, where they take people. It's kind of like taxis, the horses and carriages. But he was a coachman, and he's around you because it looks like there's going to be some travel for you this year. Watch around April. Looks like there's some travel. I get New York City around you around that time. So be open to travel. Harold's going to help you. Gabrielle gets the writing going. Thanks for writing. All right. Let's see. Our next letter is from Kim Venetvirta. Hello, Kim. Yeah. Kim writes and says that his mother died and wants to know about that. Well, first of all, Kim, let me tell you, your mom's in the light. She went right over. Don't worry, she's not suffering. She's not earthbound. Now, she does come around. She has been around you a lot the last few days. They show me around her there were some issues that connected to a blood vessel. I feel there could have been an aneurysm here or some sort of a blood clot, but I'm getting internal blood flow with her that created the death of the body. Of course, you know the spirit doesn't die. And she went right into the light of God. They showed me it was literally that was a camera flash in her eyes, but it was actually, she literally went so quickly she saw the light instantly, so she's over. You don't have to worry. Listen, but I want you to talk to her. Tell her that you love her. Tell her that you're going to be okay. See, she comes around because she's worrying about you, and she thinks, you know, is he going to be okay? And, you know, you can tell her that you're going to be okay. And I want you to pray for her and tell her thank you for her prayers. You know, when people are out of the body, they're very attuned to spirit. Now's a wonderful time to have kind of that heart-to-heart with her because she can hear you, okay? She's in the light, don't worry. I pick her up as being, there was no pain. She literally, it was like a camera flash. She was in the light. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Anna Harden. And Anna writes, and she says, why is it that I tend to clash with my oldest daughter? Yeah. Well, you know what that's about, hon. That's past life karma. See, your daughter was actually your mother in the last life, and you had a life that was in the early 1900s. You were a farming family. She was the mother. It was a very hard life, so she felt very responsible for you and for everybody. But she was your mom. So now the roles are reversing. You're her mom. But she has this fear, you know, because you were in such struggle in your last life, that if she relaxes and just takes the role of daughter, she feels kind of like things will go crazy. So there's a control issue there around her. But I want you to pray for her that she'll settle into her current life, because part of her has not yet released her fears from her past, okay? You can also pray for her. Pray to Archangel Raphael, okay? But I see you getting on better. Watch as we get into the spring around March. You'll be improved communications. All right. Thanks for writing. All right. Next letter is from BJ Bullock. Hi, BJ. Good to hear from you. And you say, why do I feel like I need to move to Los Angeles, California? Yeah. Well, you know where that comes from? And, you know, sometimes we get these inspirations. They come out of the blue. Like, why do I suddenly want to go someplace like that? That's past life stuff. And what that's about is you actually had a former life. It was in the 1920s, and it was in Los Angeles. I believe you were connected to the movie industry. I don't think you were an actor, but I do get technical stuff right. I feel like you worked in lighting or camera repair, but you were involved with the film industry in the 1920s, and that's where that comes from. Okay? Anyways, if you want to go to LA, I'd say go ahead and go. I feel like once we get to around August of this year, you'll be in a position to do that. Thanks for writing. All right. Our next letter is from Sasha Smith. Now, this this is interesting. She says, how is it that I'm orbiting from place to place and I'm also seeing spirits? Yeah, well, you know, Sasha, what's happening is you're loosely connected to your body. And you're doing what's actually called astral projection. Your physical body is not dissolving, but your spirit is able to detach more easily. Like you sit down, take a little power nap, boom, you go out of the body. You see, and a lot of people that are very spiritually involved tend to do that. And the reason why you're starting to see spirits is you are seeing them at a time when you're either coming back into your body or you're out of your body. But a lot of times when we come back from an astral projection, we go back into our body. Before we're fully merged, we're literally still between both worlds, and that's what's happening with you. You're literally between both worlds, and that's creating that visionary issue of spirits. Nothing to worry about, okay? Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Jeptun Lupiter, and wants to know if there's treasure in the grandparents' house. He said they've heard there's treasure around the property somewhere. And wants to know how many spirits are around. Yeah, you know, I have to be honest, I'm not getting gold and silver, but I do pick up mineral deposits connected to copper, and I feel like it's on what would be the front border edge of the property. I have to be honest, I'm not seeing major copper mines, but I do get veins of copper that could yield some revenue there, and could be, you know, if nothing else, fun to explore and to connect. You probably are going to need, you know, more professional equipment. I don't think you can just take your shovel and dig up. You may have to go a little deeper, but I do feel like there is some copper deposits on what would be the front edge of the property here. I also pick up 3 spirits around the area. I want to call these Native American spirits. They seem to be overwatchers and protectors, okay? But they're just there watching. All right, blessings to you. Our next letter is from Delta Pruitt Harless. Yeah. This is a hard question. She wants to know why she was abused as a child. Is she a bad person? Well, listen. First of all, what happened to you as a child is that you basically, as a spirit, entered into a family dynamic that was not as evolved as your spirit. Your soul went to your family because you're an older soul. You're an advanced soul. You were sent to them to help your family understand wisdom and compassion. But they chose not to do that, and you ended up being in an environment where you suffered. It doesn't make you at all a bad person. It makes you injured, but it also gives you power. Our sufferings are chances for us to turn hatred and resentment into blessing and power. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go be buddies with your abuser or go back and hang out with him. But it means that you, on a soul level, choose to transcend that hatred and that limiting way of life. You are already an old soul and way ahead of any of the people you grew up with. And you should take comfort and power in that. I see you in the next 2 years really opening your gifts of spiritual healing. And not only healing yourself, but being a healing force to many others. So listen, you're not a bad person. You are a blessed soul who took on a very challenging task. And you did really well, even though those around you may not have been ready to learn their lessons. You didn't fail, you won, and your success. Blessings to you. The next letter is from Paul Daniels. He wants to know more about career. Well, you know, Paul, I got to tell you, you got an interesting chart because you have on your chart, you got some themes you're wearing. You got a creator theme or an inventor theme, creator, inventor, and also an artist theme. And this means you do very well in the area of running your own business, being an entrepreneur, creating things. You know, you have a great eye and great vision, great sense of things. And I feel like some of this comes from some of your past lives also. But I do see you working in your own business, and I feel like there's a connection with you developing It's like new technologies. Could be computer technology. But I want you to focus in the area of computers, particularly artificial intelligence. You do really well with this area. And as an artist, of course, you'd be great in any of the arts. But I feel like your art takes a more technical form. So that's where I'd like you to focus some energy, okay? 2013 is a good year for you, and I do see a lot of open doors, okay? Thanks for writing. Well, guys, that is all I'm going to get to today. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We've got more coming. Be here Saturday, December 29th for annual predictions. And, of course, you know next week we'll have another Messages from the Spirit World.